Right, Senator Lindsey Graham joins us now. You know, he's trying to get 6 more years of that Senate seat. He's a member of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, very respected on the global stage. Senator, while we all are paying attention to what's happening with the storms, we're also talking about foreign policy. And Eric Trump last night really defended the president's foreign policy, as did Mike Pompeo. And you wrote that Eric did a great job showcasing the president's success record there. Well, Dave Ignatius in the Washington Post says, I don't see much success. Defend the president overseas.
Well, number one, radical Islam's worst nightmare has been Donald Trump. And, you know, Mr. Ignatius, what movie you're watching? When Trump took office, the caliphate was alive and well in Iraq and Syria. It's been destroyed. You can ask Baghdadi. No, you can't, because he's dead. Who's tougher, Biden or Trump? Obama, Trump. The Iranian deal was a disaster. We pulled out of it. The Iranian regime is on their back foot. They're weaker today than they've ever been. The Taliban are at the peace table. It's not even a close call. Donald Trump has been radical Islam's worst nightmare. He's done a hell of a good job of cleaning up the mess created by Obama and Biden. And that's one of the reasons he needs to be reelected.
So you tweeted out about Eric Trump. You also tweeted out about James Comey, who is writing and talking a lot again. Wrote an editorial how the Justice Department under President Trump have destroyed America. And you say to him, check your calendar, James Comey, and keep Tuesdays and Wednesdays open between September 15th and 30th. Why?
Well, number one, James Comey is an embarrassment as a director of the FBI. He's done a lot of damage to the institution. It's up to Wray and Barr to clean up the mess. I believe they will. If you want to find common ground between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump and Lindsey Graham, we all think James Comey was a disaster. So I'm going to give him a chance to explain to the country about Crossfire Hurricane, one of the most corrupt investigations in the history of the FBI. He was rebuked by the FISA court, the investigation was, and he signed a warrant against Carter Page in April of 2017. I find it hard to believe that the director of the FBI did not know that in January and March of 2017, the Russian subsource disavowed the reliability of the dossier, which was critical to getting a warrant against Carter Page. So you got a lot to say, James Comey. Come in under oath and say it.
You have an FBI lawyer who admitted guilt to changing a document to get a FISA warrant, and no one even brought that up on Face the Nation. Unbelievable. Lastly, you came out last night where I asked, you were at a law enforcement function, and you were asked about what was going on in Wisconsin, and you said, I'm wondering why Jake Blake didn't yield to police. So in terms of the shooting...
we saw Mr.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to know what happened. Mr. Floyd was subdued. He was in custody. He was defenseless, and they just put the knee on the neck. Well, I want to know what happened. Why was the guy, Mr. Blake, still moving? I don't want to prejudge here. Florida was subdued. Mr. Blake was apparently still moving, and I want to find out what happened. But I'm with the cops. More cops have been killed in 2020, August of 2020, than all of last year. We never talk about that. What's going on in Wisconsin is not an appropriate response. Mr. Blake's mother is calling for peaceful protests. That's the way to do this. But I'm not ready to condemn the cops because I don't know what happened. With Mr. Floyd, it's pretty obvious. He was defenseless. Right. I don't know what happened in that situation. Go be a cop for a day or two and see how easy this job is. Give it a try. Put on a badge, put on a gun, go out in the middle of all this crap and see how well you do. Yeah,
I guess the point was with the 7 shots at that close range, that's what was one of the many things striking.
Know.
Yeah. Senator, lastly, your opponent...
Yeah, that's why we need to investigate it.
Right, let's get some answers. Your opponent has taken money from Moveon.org, who is for defunding the police. Right. Does that matter if someone gives you money and stands for defunding the police if they say they are not?
I wouldn't take $1 for anybody who's declared war on the police department. Moveon.org is, in their eyes, we need to defund the police, give the money to social workers, and the police need to apologize. That is not South Carolina. That is not who we are. He should refund the money and reject that ideology. They gave him the money for a reason, because they see in him an ally. They sure as hell don't see me as an ally.
Senator Lindsey Graham, always in the eye of the storm. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
You got it.